Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Suitable Flesh. And this is from director Joe Lynch, and this is a new horror thriller that sees a psychiatrist become obsessed with her patient with multiple personalities. Or is it possession? And this is based off an H.P. Lovecraft story, and it certainly gives that kind of feel of these old god entities possessing. There's definitely some nice little shout outs to Cthulhu at certain points in the film, and there's quite the amount of body horror in this film as Heather Graham portrays a psychiatrist who's having some her own stale marital issues and meets this young patient, played by Judah Lewis, who turns out to have these quote-unquote multiple personalities, where one of them just might be some entity trying to take over his body. And his father, played by Bruce Davison, is a factor here. You have Barbara Crampton, who plays Heather Graham's friend and fellow psychiatrist, who have a very close link together. And I think Graham and Crampton are definitely the standouts here. I particularly like Crampton and her role and when she showed up on screen. I do think that this story has some shaky elements, and some of the performers don't exactly bring the same level of performance as Graham and Crampton do, and it makes some of the interactions a little uneven, especially this marriage that Graham has at the center of the film. But I do feel like this film is moving at a pretty good pace in terms of beat by beat until it hits the third act, and then I feel like it drags and drags, and you're just like, when's this actually going to resolve? And at some point it gets ridiculously convoluted. There's a couple of sequences, which are the big sequences of the film, that wind up feeling like you're bouncing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, trying to keep up with exactly what the hell's going on. Some of the directorial decisions that Lynch makes in terms of the visualization of everything can be a bit clunky and awkward and strange and uncomfortable, and that can kind of take you out of the film on some level at times. But this is darkly funny. It has a certain creepy, unnerving sense of humor. It also has some really good body horror and delivers some unnerving elements in terms of like this whole possession. And it's twisted and turning, and you're not quite sure where all the chips are going to fall in the end, which keeps you on the edge of your seat. But overall, I think this is a fun, pulpy kind of horror film that knows what it is, leans into the campiness, leans into the schlockiness of it at times, and really delivers a unnerving kind of experience that leans heavily on some tropes that we've seen before, but still delivers a crazy ride that's certainly worth the ride, especially this time of year. But those are my thoughts on Suitable Flesh. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.